You already own one of the oldest cleaning products in human history. It's sitting in your home right now, and you're probably using a tiny fraction of what it can actually do. Every year, Americans spend billions of dollars on cleaning supplies. A different bottle for the kitchen, another for the bathroom, laundry boosters, odor removers, and a dozen sprays in between. I bought all of them too until I read the labels. Most of those products share almost the same base: water, a little surfactant, fragrance, dye, and preservative. Every time you buy another bottle, you're not really paying for cleaning power. You're paying for the packaging, the scent, and the marketing. And this isn't a conspiracy. It's just economics. You can't build $1 billion brand on a white powder that costs about $1 and has been around for thousands of years. That powder is baking soda. Today I'll show you 3 ways this one cheap powder can replace several expensive products from the store. How to turn ordinary baking soda into a far stronger cleaner. How to make your dish soap do more with less. And how to mix a cheap laundry booster that pulls odor and freshness back into your fabrics. And if you stay to the end, I'll show you one bonus trick most people never think of. Most people only know baking soda as a baking ingredient, but the reason it cleans comes down to simple chemistry. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is a mild alkali with a pH of around 8.3, and that alkalinity neutralizes many of the acidic compounds behind bad smells. On top of that, its crystal structure makes it a gentle abrasive, so it works 2 ways at once: chemically, by loosening buildup, and physically, by scrubbing dirt away. But there's one thing you have to understand. Baking soda is not a miracle cleaner for everything. It's excellent at cleaning, deodorizing, and breaking down grime, but it does not kill bacteria or viruses. For that, you still need a proper disinfectant. The whole point here is to know not just what to use, but why it works. Here's a trick almost nobody knows. You can transform plain baking soda into a much stronger cleaner, and it takes just one thing: heat. When you heat baking soda to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, it releases water and carbon dioxide and becomes sodium carbonate, better known as washing soda. The difference is the pH. Baking soda sits around 8.3, but washing soda jumps to about 11. A far more alkaline environment that cuts through grease the mild version simply can't touch. That's exactly why washing soda shows up in so many commercial cleaners. To make it, spread 1 cup of baking soda evenly on a baking sheet, leave it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour, then let it cool. Just remember, this is no longer food, so store it separately and label the container. Now turn it into a degreaser. Mix 2 tablespoons of your baked soda with 2 cups of warm water and a teaspoon of dish soap. The heated soda creates a strong alkaline solution that breaks down greasy buildup, while the surfactants in the dish soap lift the grease off the surface and trap it in the water so it rinses clean. Together they make a cleaner far stronger than either one alone. Use it on greasy stovetops, range hoods, baking trays, and old stuck-on grime. But keep it off aluminum, marble, natural stone, and delicate coated surfaces. Most people make the same mistake with greasy dishes. The greasier the pan, the more soap they squeeze on, and the faster the bottle runs out. But often the problem isn't the amount of soap, it just needs a little help. Mix half a cup of warm water, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and a few drops of dish soap, and that's the whole recipe. The dish soap still does the real work, lifting grease with its surfactants, while the baking soda raises the alkalinity, softens stuck-on food, and adds gentle scrubbing power from its fine particles. And as it doesn't replace your dish soap, it makes it work harder, so you use less. Try it on greasy pots, pans, baking trays, and dried-on food. A lot of people buy separate odor removers, whitening boosters, and laundry enhancers, and they don't always fix the problem. If your towels come out of the wash still smelling musty, it's usually not the machine and not even the detergent. Your detergent just needs the right conditions to pull out the oils, sweat, and build-up trapped in the fabric. That's where baking soda comes in. Mix 1 cup of baking soda, half a cup of washing soda, and, for white loads, half a cup of oxygen bleach. Then store it in an airtight container. The baking soda neutralizes odor and softens the water. The washing soda raises the pH to break down grease and boost your detergent. and the oxygen bleach releases active oxygen that lifts organic stains. Add 1 to 3 tablespoons along with your normal detergent, and you may never buy a separate booster again. It's perfect for musty towels, workout clothes, white socks, and bedding. Since you stayed to the end, here's the bonus. Most expensive carpet powders just bury the smell under fragrance, but baking soda actually absorbs the compounds causing it. Mix 1 cup of baking soda with 10 to 15 drops of your favourite essential oil, sprinkle it across the carpet, leave it for at least 30 minutes, then vacuum thoroughly. It pulls out odour and moisture, just don't expect it to lift set-in stains because that still takes a deep clean. Before you go, one quick warning, because baking soda isn't for everything. Keep it off marble and natural stone, where the alkalinity and grit can etch the surface. Keep it off aluminium, which it can react with. Keep it off lacquered wood, where it can dull the finish. And keep it away from screens and electronics, since the fine particles can scratch. So you don't need a dozen different bottles for every corner of your home. One cheap box of baking soda can become a heavy-duty degreaser, stretch your dish soap, rescue your laundry, and clear the air of odours. But the most important part is this. Now, you don't just know what to use, you know why it works. So try one of these this week, share it with someone whose home could use it, and subscribe for more of the simple stuff the big brands would rather you forget.